the engine caught fire, and so the passengers got to use the slide. I saw that.
Wow.
The rear of the airplane got to use the slide. The people who were like more toward the front, they were all like on the wing, and they were bringing ladders and stuff out. So here's one of the dramatic passengers.
Everybody started rushing out in a panic. Emergency doors were able to get popped off. Everybody hopped onto the wing, and then people started jumping onto the ladders, and then they brought some more ladders to be able to allow people to get back down to the tarmac. But it was a pretty traumatic experience. Just honestly still in shock. I mean, really happy just to be alive. This is one of the most shocking and scary days of my life for sure.
Shocking and scary days of his life?
Hey,
Yeah,
well,
I mean,
plane on fire.
Plane on fire? Yes.
Gotta go on the wing. Yeah, that's probably up there.
I was being sarcastic when I said he was being dramatic.
I mean, he's being under dramatic.
Yeah, I understand. I understand the feeling. Although, again, if I got to use the slide and everybody was fine, and everybody was fine, like they got all the passengers.
Yeah, everybody was fine.
Yeah. First of all, they got all the passengers off. So
Getting.
Real quick thing about Bill Belichick.
Yeah.
He has informed all the University of North Carolina employees to make sure that they CC his girlfriend on any emails they send to him.
Yeah,
What?
she's probably reading it to him.
He's 72. She's
God.
24. And they said a lot of it has to do with any kind of social media stuff, but like it covers everything.
She's taken over.
But extra emphasis on the social media stuff. Apparently, she's the one that talked him out of the Hard Knocks thing.
Really?
According to the article, like he was maybe going to do it, and then she's like, no.
Oh, okay. Well,
This is
at least she's
fascinating.
smart.
And she's like an advisor?
She also inserted herself into the Dunkin' commercial for the Super Bowl. If I'm Bill's kids, I'm really worried.
Yeah, this
Is that,
is...
so that you're not getting left anything?
Exactly.
Just got, the interception right there.
Yeah.
But also, if I'm her, like, look, if you're inserting something in me, I'm going to insert myself in something else.
Hey,
Yeah, I'm going to get something out of this.
An American tourist has left Australia.
How's their pie?
What was their pie?
Fleeing.
After getting a ton of crap for a video where you see her taking a baby wombat from its mother.
Oh, yeah.
She snagged it from the side of the road. She held it up for the camera while, the thing's freaking out, and then she ran off with it.
Oh.
The mom is chasing after her.
Good.
Australian officials, they're pissed. They were threatening to pull her visa, and she just beat them to it. She wasted no time. She got the hell out of there. She made all of her social media accounts private and then just hightailed it out of Australia.
Which means she knew what she
Idiot.
did was wrong at the time.
Yeah. Yesterday, a judge ordered the reinstatement of thousands of fired probationary and federal employees across 18 agencies who had been let go as part of the whole government reduction in force thing. Again, this is only temporary. The judge said the government didn't provide advance notice, which I guess is required, before you do mass layoffs. So it's not that they won't be let go, just not yet.
They weren't told.
So the government just has to provide now the advance notice, and then they're just going to fire him again.
All right.
But,
fun.
but for a little while.
So really, it's just a waste of time.
Okay, come back for a temporary.
Yeah, the current order is only in place for 2 weeks. Yeah, so I guess, okay, so you'll get a few more
2 weeks
paychecks out of it.
But I'd be like, stop torturing me. Let me get on with my life.
And then they're just gonna, because they were, I was reading the article, okay, so what's the reasoning behind, needing to give that type of notice? Because a lot of times people just get fired, they have no notice.
Right.
And this is not even necessarily like a firing as much as it was, it's a reduction in force. They call them riffs.
Right.
I know that because they've done a number of riffs around here, and people go, well, after the last riff, I go, what is a riff? Reduction in force.
Yeah.
And it happens all the time. I don't know why. And then here's the thing. I get it. Losing your job sucks. Even people I hate, I never root for them to lose. I'm never happy when I hear somebody, even if I don't like them, lost their job.
Even our Kelly.
I've been through it a number of times where you get let go. Sometimes your fault, sometimes not. But then that's the end of it. The people that sue to get their job back, I always wondered, why?
Yeah.
Like, okay, let's say you win. Are you really just going to show back up at the office?
Yeah, good morning, John.
That's going to be so weird and so awkward.
I don't feel like they're actually doing that. They're just trying to get
like a
some
payout.
kind of pay.
Well, that's the thing, because it's like, I refuse to let you divorce me. Like,
But it's one thing to sue for, whatever, wrongful termination or something like that, where yes, there would be a settlement. But when you're suing to get your job back, I always thought that was
That's
like
weird.
Like, does that really happen? Like, do people really start showing up again?
hey guys, you know how you didn't want me here?
Yeah. But for this, they're saying that the notice once that happens, they can just let them go again. And the reason that it's a thing and you have to have the notice is because it puts an undue burden on the states where the people are, because now all of a sudden they have this big influx of people who are now in the system for unemployment and for other assistance.
And it's a colossal waste, because when they do come back to work because they said, hey, we didn't get the notice, they're not going to do anything.
Well, that's the whole point of why they got fired. They're not doing anything to begin with.
Right, and now they're going to extra not do anything.
But I've never... And okay, so you can argue, from a political standpoint, because of the people who are in charge of doing that, whether you like them or not. But like when it comes to the federal employees compared to, say, employees like us, why does there seem to be some kind of sense of entitlement? Like you are just entitled to a job. Like you can't get fired. You can't get let go. Right. You're a probationary worker or whatever. Oh, no, I can't be let go. What are you talking about? We're all on the chopping block at any given moment.
Yeah.
Like that's how it works in the world. Like, they can let us go today.
Right.
And there's not going to be anybody that takes them to court to say, oh, well, you can't do that. There wasn't enough. No, nobody's going to do that.
No.
Nobody.
We've gotten texts here at work where people say, I work for the government. I maybe do 1 hour of work a day. Maybe.
Right. Must be nice.
Well, we have people like that at work around here.
Yeah.
Well, true.
We don't have to look for the government.
We're paying their salaries. The difference. Major difference.
I'm
their boss.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I just don't know why people feel, okay, well, no, I'm a federal employee. No, I'm guaranteed.
I'm
basically, I'm guaranteed. I'm untouchable.
Yeah. Tenure.
Well,
no, you're just like everybody else now.
Woody, didn't you say there's kind of some public heads up when it does come to this?
Okay, so I don't know, and somebody might be able to text over and tell us what this website is. So there's a website where companies that are publicly traded have to give a heads up if they're going to have some type of reduction in force, whether they're going to do mass layoffs or they're changing up something that has to do with head count within the company, right? And so they were so when iHeartRadio, our company, was getting ready to do a bunch of, it showed up on there and it had a percentage iHeart is planning over the next 90 days. They don't give you a specific date. Over the next 90 days, a reduction of force of 5% or whatever the number was. And they don't give you any kind of specific, but they have to. So it'd be like Intel over the next 90 days is going to be reducing their workforce by X number of employees or by percentage.
I'm not seeing the website, but I Googled it, and what came up first was the WARN Act for mass layoffs or business plants, business or plants closing. And it stands for Worker Adjustment and Retraining Notification. So I'm guessing it is a policy, a real policy.
Yeah. No, there is a website, because I remember somebody found it, and then you can pretty much just search it by any company. So you could type in the name of your company and see if they've disclosed that to whatever this is.
Chipotle.
Yeah.
yeah.
How about this? This guy in Florida just got himself arrested for stealing lap dances.
What?
Oh, I saw.
How's
Isn't there
work?
body cam footage of this guy?
Sure is.
He went into a place called Rain Ladies and Gentlemen's Club on a Tuesday morning, by the way.
That's when you get the best value.
They might have breakfast.
And that's where you get all the... Yeah, by the way, this guy got several lap dances, total bill of $130 some bucks or something like that. And so he was presented with the tab, said he didn't have the money to pay for him, so the cops are called, and he was arrested for misdemeanor theft.
Can I pay you Tuesday for a lap dance on Monday?
Oh,
So it's like a dance and dash kind of thing?
Do they have a firm?
No, he didn't even dash. He just was hanging out.
Oh,
When they brought the bill, I'm sorry. It's like when you're at a restaurant and you realize that you forgot your wallet.
Keep ordering.
Oh, and by Tuesday morning, we mean 1:30 a.m. on a Tuesday, by the way.
Menace, you know how you say...
Oh, I thought it was 10 a.m. Okay.
Yeah.
Menace, you know how you say lingerie is 80s? Don't you guys think lap dances is 80s?
I think strip clubs are 80s.
It's kind of dated.
And obviously, I wouldn't be into getting a lap dance from a chick, but what good does it do? Where's the pleasure
I loved
there?
it when I
don't
was
get it.
I loved it when I was 16 because it was Sammy shaking her head.
Yeah, well, you were getting lap dances at 16?
Call a fake ID. Look into it. Because it's a chick giving you one. Right, making you aroused.
But they're not.
But when you're an adult,
well, yes, I agree. As an adult, it's like I know how this is supposed to end, but it's not ending that way.
Greg, have you never had a lap dance?
No, I've never have, and I have.
All right, here we go.
I have been to strip clubs,
taking them to the club,
but I would be, as a grown man, mega embarrassed to even admit I got one.
Yeah, I've gotten a few, at events. You're like, give Gina a lap dance. And it is kind of okay.
It's so cheesy.
Well, you don't
weird.
have the equipment, Gina.
No, I know, but there's plenty of chicks that get lap dances and like it.
Just because of the atmosphere and the fun of it, not the
stimulating.
The
physical.
Like
the rubbing.
When my friends go to the strip club, like I'll go with them, but like the stage show is way more entertaining than getting a lap dance.
It's never going to be my idea to go to the strip club. I like a naked chick as much as the next straight dude does, but the thing is, for me, I know I'm not going home with this person. Like, it's window shopping. It's going out. It's going to the mall food court with no money. You know?
Yeah.
It's like going to a buffet and looking at it.
Yeah, like that's not fun.
Now,
by the way,
there's a certain class of guy that does go home with the girls, and those are called guys who do cocaine and have cocaine. Right? Because I know people who've done it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, me too. And you're right. He always has cocaine.
But the Woody type, yes, and the me type, the Greg type, we do not go home with these girls.
You just watch
nor would you
and
want
leave.
to.
Okay, so here we go. The website is warntracker.com.
Oh, there it is. Yeah.
Warntracker.com, and you could type in, so all states, different years, you can search by the name of the company. So here it says Starbucks Corporation in Washington. They have a notice date of 5/2/25, so May 2nd, 2025, and they're planning to lay off between 501 and 1,000 employees.
Oh,
yeah, that was in the news. Yeah, we talked about that.
Layoff type, permanent.
Oh, damn.
No.
Let's see.
Robots are coming.
Yeah, social media manager at the Woody Show. What?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, no.
Oh,
My
no.
God.
This is
Yeah, but
uncomfortable.
you could see they have live maps and charts. They have all kinds of stuff. Yeah, because it's called the WARN Act. That they have to like disclose that stuff, and then these people, they take they find wherever those things get posted, and they just put it onto one website that you can see.
Because I was wondering, because we always have those stories, and I'm like, well, why is this public? Why would you want this to be known about your company? And
Yeah.
Some
There you go.
thing.
877-44-WOODY is the phone number. You can hit us up with a text over to 22987. We'll be right back. I think what you're talking about, that sensation, I don't think the diaper makes it so that you want to pee. I think there may be some kind of effect where you know you've gone. I can feel the warmth kind of like heading down toward my testicles.
The Woody Show. Alt 98.7. LA's new